Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you already are familiar with my channel, if you're not, I'm so glad you decided to click on my video today. And I'm going to just start off exactly with what the conversation is. I am going to be sharing my top 5 tips to surviving high school. I have a little sister who will be going into high school, not this upcoming school year, but the following year. And I've shared a lot of these tips with her already. But I also want to share this with other people who might be going into high school, because I know for some people it can be a very difficult time. It can be a very confusing transition if you don't really know what to expect. And for some people it can be scary. For me, I was very excited for high school, but I would like to share information with people who might be, a little shy or a little scared. And just so you know, I am a high school graduate and I'm currently in college. I'm going into my last year, my 4th year at a university. So I've already, done this. I'm not just talking to talk. I actually have been in high school and I have some experience. So my first tip is keep your eye on the prize. And in high school, you're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You're at an age where you're exposed to so much. You're exposed to so many different people, so many different things, like, clubs you can get into, sports, just so many different types of things. And, it's really a good idea to get involved and to be active. But something else to keep in mind is that your number one priority for school is your schoolwork. So, it doesn't matter. You can be the best basketball player on the team. You can be the best cheerleader. You can be the funniest person in the classroom. But if your grades aren't, at least moderately well, that doesn't even matter, because at the end of the day, are you going to get your diploma or not? And that doesn't mean that that's all high school is about. But number one, you should always keep in mind that you want to get through high school, you want to be successful in life. And that doesn't mean, you have one mess up, you're a failure, but just remember why you're in school. My second tip is to be kind to everybody. Now, there are definitely some people who are a little bit more difficult to get along with, but that doesn't mean that we should treat them, too harshly. And that doesn't mean to let people walk all over you. But no matter who you meet, your first interaction with everybody is the one that they're going to remember. So you should be kind to everyone. You should be friendly to everyone. That doesn't mean you need to be everybody's friend, but it doesn't hurt to speak to the person who's always sitting alone, or to invite them to your lunch table, or to just start up a conversation with someone you don't know, or just complimenting someone, because you never know what someone's going through. You don't know if your act of kindness is what made their day, because people come to school and they bring their problems from home and from other places with them. So sometimes school is an outlet for some people where they can truly be themselves. It's a break from what's really going on at home for them, or wherever else they may be. So be kind to everyone that you meet. And believe it or not, there's so many people who I've just had classes with, not even personal friends, but people who I've had classes with in college, and they'll say how in high school they kind of were a nobody, or they didn't have any friends, but there were people who were either their friends eventually, or people who were just nice to them throughout high school, and they were so appreciative of them and they never forgot. So remember that, as Maya Angelou once said, that people may forget what you said and people may forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Third, this is very, very important. This is very important, and I'm a girl, so I can say this is very, very important for girls especially, but it's also important for guys. And that is surrounding yourself with the right crowd. Everyone thinks, not everyone, but a lot of people think it's cool to, be the popular people, in the sense of, you have the flashiest clothing, you have the nicest sneakers, everyone thinks you're cool. But what you wear and what you own, that doesn't make you who you are. And yeah, if you have it, you should take pride in you look nice, and there's nothing wrong with that. But don't surround yourself with people who think, oh, I'm wearing name brand, so I'm better than the person who's not wearing name brand, or I shop at this certain store, so I'm better than this person. My mom has this type of job, so I'm better than him because his dad has this type of job. Those are the type of people who you want to separate yourselves from, because 9 times out of 10, if they don't work on it, it's not going to get any better. And I say that because I'm in college and I still see that there are people in college who are 19, 20, 21 years old, and they still have that childlike mentality. And it's sad to say childlike, because there are some children who don't even think that way. There are a lot of people in college, people my age, who are grown, who are still in cliques and surround themselves with mean girls, or mean guys, always getting into trouble, never wanting to do their work, always just doing what they want to do and not realizing that you're in school to better yourself, you're in school to learn, and that's your number one priority, but they put everything before that. So always keep in the back of your mind that who you surround yourself with is very important, because it's an old saying, but it's so true. If you lie down with dogs, you'll get fleas. And to an extent, birds of a feather flock together. You know, that's kind of true. That doesn't mean just because your friends do or say something that's how you are, but over time, the people that you hang around most will influence you. And there's psychology studies to back this up. I'm not just making this up. So always keep that in mind. And to go off of that, don't feel like you need to have a billion friends. Like, a lot of times you're going to leave high school with maybe 5 friends. Like, don't put a type of quantity to it, put a quality to it. So you should always keep in mind who you are friends with, and you should ask yourself, is this person a true friend or are they not? And you don't base that off of what they say, but how they treat you and what they do. My 4th tip is to know that it's okay to not be okay and to fail sometimes. People have this belief that if you fail a class in high school, you're gonna fail college, you're gonna not have a job, you're not gonna have a home, you're not gonna have a food. Like, people just take it and run with it. I'm not saying to not try, because you definitely should apply yourself as best as you can and always strive to do your best. But there are going to be tests in high school, you know, that you fail. There are going to be tests that, you barely pass. I mean, that's just the reality. Throughout high school, I got just about all A's and B's. My senior year, I got C's, D's, and F's on some exams for like AP biology, just because I'm not a good test taker and I couldn't apply myself the way the test, was set up. And that also leads me to saying that don't base your intelligence off of a number. Just because you can't test well, or because the report says this or it says that, that does not mean that you're dumb or that you're stupid or that you don't know it. And I think that's something that's a big problem in high school, because teachers are always pushing to, excel and do this and do that. But some of the same people who ace the exams, they can't even apply that in the real world. And also, you're going to be with a bunch of people. You're going to have so many different emotions. It's just going to be so much. And you're going to cry. You're going to get upset. You're going to get angry, and know that that's okay. And if you feel like you need to talk to someone, talk to a friend, an older sibling, a family member, a high school counselor, whoever you need to talk to. Just don't bottle all that in, because what happens a lot of times is a lot of people in high school who do not address the issues that they go through, when they get to college, they become alcohol addicts, they become drug addicts, and they're drinking at 1 p.m. excessively on a Monday. And it's really sad, and you don't want to get to that point if you can help it. And my last one, it sounds very generic and it sounds very cheesy, but make it count. High school is a period of your life that will go by like this. It's a blink of the eye. 4 years, it sounds like a long time, because you're in school, you're doing work that you don't want to do a lot of the time, but it's gonna go by fast, and you don't want to say, oh man, I wish I had done this. I would much rather you say, oh, I did that and I shouldn't have done that, over, well, I wish that I did that, because you can't go back in time and do something over again. But you can take the time that you have, and if you did something incorrectly or wrong or that you're not proud of, you can fix that in the future. So, go to your high school basketball, football games, join that sports club or that sports team that you always wanted to do, go to your prom, like whatever it is that you want to do it. And if there's something that you feel like you don't want to do, just at least give it a try, because as I've said, you only get this once in a lifetime, and you should make it count while you can and enjoy yourself. You're still young, have fun. It's not all about A's and B's and books and boys and girls and all the stuff that people, try to paint in all these movies and TV shows. Just, it's your story, it's your time, so enjoy it. I hope that this video was helpful. If you're going into high school and you have any additional questions, or you just want to know something about my experience, maybe, feel free to drop a comment below. If you have anything else, just let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys in another video.